Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the neighborhood. This is Sophia Brings Light, and I just wanted to go over some things that I'm reading. These are actually books that I have finished and read, the first three, and then I'm going to take you to some of the things that I am reading. So the first book that I have read is Good Juju by Naja Lightfoot. On a 4 or 5, for me, this would be a 5. I just really enjoyed this book. It's about mojo rites and practices for the magical soul. And to me, it just really helps either the beginner practitioner or those who have been doing it a little while. This is another one of those books where she's not telling you to do it my way or whatever. She is basically, I feel, guiding you through her practice and what she does and what has worked well for her. The things, the tips and things that she gives are things that are very authentic to hoodoo, and I feel like it's a good book. And one of those ones that you could kind of almost use a little bit as a reference. It is a very simple read. And she is also, she intermingles and works with people, other pagans, and she has a wide variety. She's a voodoo priestess. So she is really giving you her wide range of knowledge and interaction in the magical community. She talks about working with dreams, changing things up and tools of divination. She talks about working with altars, the lesser vanishing ritual pentacle and that practice for her. These are things that work for her over the years, and I feel like she's sharing those with. She talks about working with magic, working with spell work basics. I mean, she just has a lot of good things. And the good thing is that overall, it is a really easy read with a lot of power-packed tools and things that can help you in your practice. And I don't know if you can see it, but that is a picture of her, and I just really enjoyed this book. It was good, so I would give it a 4 out of 5. And then we're going to go to the next one. This book I got at the $5 store, and it was such a good find. And it is about tarot, and I am just enjoying it. And it is by Tina Gong. So it goes over the different, the minor arcana, the major arcana. It goes over each card. It talks about reverses. It'll give you different spreads that you can use. It also talks about the tarot, if I can find that. It talks about the tarot as a psychological tool, how you can use it in rituals and communicating with the tarot. Then it goes into a section on reading the tarot. I thought this was interesting, and some of you may already know this, but it was a learning thing for me. It talked about the anatomy of a deck, and it took the major arcana, and it talked about the conscious part of the tarot, the unconscious, and the superconscious. So I'm going to go here. The conscious being the body, social, external, outer concerns, youth, and personal. And some of the cards in the conscious part of the tarot would be the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lover, and the Chariot. And over here in the unconscious, it is the mind, the moral, the internal, inward search, adulthood, and the collective. Some of those cards include the Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Hanged Man, Death, and Temperance. And down there is the Strength card. For the conscious, that was, both of those were Strength cards. Then it talked about the superconscious, where it talks, and it had the Devil there for the superconscious. The Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, Sun, Judgment, and the World. And it's the superconscious is the emotional, the hidden, maturity, divine, universal, and spiritual awareness. So I thought that was interesting that it shared these things, and that's all 3 parts there. And then, like I said, it'll go through the major Arcana, as you can see right here, and it goes through each card in the deck. Then it goes through the Minor Arcana. As you can see, I had that page turned down, but it'll talk about the upright and the reverse, and it kind of splits them in half, so it gives you an interpretation, then a reflection, and what action you can take on each card. I just found, like, I mean, for a book that I got at the $5 store, well worth my $5, and I'd give it a 5 out of 5 stars, so that's pretty good. And then this book, another find that I found at the $5 store, well worth my $5. Once again, I would give this also a 5 out of 5 stars, and it is called Herbal Remedies Handbook. Remedies for more than 50 common conditions. It's by Andrew Chevalier, and it has more than 140 plants and profiles. And the pictures in here and the things like that, they're very, very nice. But the information, it is just information packed. Why do you use herbal remedies? Going back to nature. What are some of the use of herbs? Herbal health. Talks about, it'll teach you how to do certain things. Making teas and ointments and tinctures and all of that, as you can see. And it gives you examples. See, this is the example of making teas. And then near the back of the book, another picture. Trying to keep everything upright. As you can see, some of the pictures are very, very vivid. This one is talking about white peonia, and then it show the flower and stuff like that. And then it'll talk about the medicinal uses and that kind of thing. And then in the back, it goes through so many different herbs and stuff. Again, I'd give that book a 5 out of 5. So far, so good. I have finished that book, but it's more of a reference-based book, and so is the one on the tarot. This is a good reference-based book. In all reality, so is Naja Lightfoot's book for hoodoo practitioners. All of them that I have read them or is reading through them are all good reference type of books that, you know, you could go back through, get some information from. I know I also in my grimoire will get information from certain books and print it in my grimoire to kind of help me through if I want to really, you know, work on that. And all 3 of these books could be used for that information. So I know I'm being generous, but I really believe that all of these books were wonderful, great reads. And I gave them all a 5 out of 5, with 2 of them that I got from the $5 store. For what I paid for them, I think the information that I've gotten out of both of those books has been phenomenal. Well, that's it today. This is what I've read, and these are some reference books that I've come across. Just sharing them with you. Have a very blessed day. Be powerful. Keep up the knowledge. Keep reading. Keep doing. Keep practicing. That's what we do. All right. Talk to you soon.